I usually spend my summer holidays helping out my aunt by working as a receptionist at her tailoring store. I wasn't enjoying most part of the job as I mainly worked there just so I can earn some extra cash to buy new clothes and things. I was only 16 years old at that time. My aunt, who's a widow on her late 40s, and she lost her husband in a car accident about 2 years ago. Apart from my family, she doesn't have any other friends or close relatives, as she spent almost her entire time running her business. I do find her a bit odd and creepy sometimes because of the way she talks and acts very socially awkward, and her workspace. It's always very dark with dim lights and lots of mannequins placed in every single corner of the room. It just gives me the creeps whenever I go upstairs to see her. Saying all that, she is still a very kind person who always welcomes me with a big smile every time I show up to work. The job itself is very easy as we barely get any customers. It was a very small community after all. I always work on ground floor dealing with customers and answering phone calls, and my aunt, who always stays upstairs in her workspace with her doors always closed and doing her work. She does have a very strict rule, which is not to disturb her or even come upstairs while she is working. If I still had any problems with the customer or any other emergency, she told me to use the telephone so she can come downstairs to help me with those problems. I don't know why she was so protective of that room. Sometimes it even creeps me out when I hear her randomly laughing and some other mumbling noises comes from upstairs. It always made me wonder if my aunt is totally crazy or if she's hiding something in her workspace. I was a very curious girl at that age, so I kept on trying to find out what was going on with my aunt. So one day, I showed up to work around 4 in the morning, as my aunt won't be arriving till 6. Then I let myself in with the sparky I had from my aunt. Once I entered the office, I heard a loud giggling and laughter noise coming from upstairs. I was very disappointed and realized my aunt already got here so early. Then suddenly, I heard another woman's voice also, laughing and replying to the conversation. I was very confused and surprised, but whoever it was, the way she talked, it sounded like she spoke with her mouth closed. Out of curiosity, I slowly start to make my way upstairs to find out who it was, visiting my aunt so early in the morning. Once I came close to the door, I realized the door was slightly left opened, so I took a peep through the door gap and I saw no one, not even my aunt or any other person was in that room. But I can still hear somebody is talking and laughing. My body slowly starts to tremble from too much fear, yet I couldn't even move or run as I stood there frozen and still watching. Then suddenly, I dropped the keys in my hands by accident. Just that very second, everything just went full silent. I slowly reached down and picked up the keys, and when I looked again through the door gap, I saw all the mannequins' heads were turned around and facing right at me. Without a single hesitation, I started sprinting towards the door. Once I got out, I still kept on running. For a split second, I turned around and looked back. I just immediately stopped and saw those mannequins from far away, standing by the window and staring right back at me. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like and share it with your friends and families. And please subscribe to our channel for more creepy horror stories. Thank you.